Hello everyone. So this is the next video in the series of getting started with Tradetron, right? And so in this video I will cover multiple things, right? Like how to add a live shade code and view the live trades, the actual broker trades, right? Uh, which is taking place in creator's account or other people's account, right? Basically live auto trades, how you can view those live auto trades. In the last video I showed you how you can view the paper trades statistics. Here I will teach you how to view the live auto trades, and second, how you can deploy once you have taken the Tradetron plan, how you can deploy the strategies in the live auto. Okay, so as I said in the Telegram channel, right? So let's say you want to subscribe my any algo, right? So all the links are here. All the everything is pinned uh, in my channel, and also when I release and the end of the day videos, the end of the day reports, I always attach this all these links with the end of the day reports. So go through these links; these are very important. Okay, and so let's see all my trade turn strategies which I have published in the marketplace. So these are all the published marketplace strategies. Okay, so let's say if you want to deploy Kritagya, for example, you can simply subscribe the strategy and it will say strategy subscribed successfully. Then one more thing is, when you subscribe a strategy, always read the description page. It is very very important. Okay, for example, you can simply click on the link here on the strategy, on the title of the strategy, and you can view all the description. How does the trade stakes? Is it a short straddle? Is it option buying algo? Is it directional? Is it non-directional? Right? Is it take HFT? Is it take LFT kind of frequency trades? Right? So here see these tags also. Okay, and here you can always see the live shade code. So it's very important that you go through the description page very carefully, because you are basically putting your hard-earned money here, correct? So it's very important that you go through the strategist discussion page, okay, whatever algo you are deploying, and go through the point by point, right? What I have mentioned here, I have taken a lot of efforts to write down this point so that you clearly understand what you are actually getting into. Okay, also regarding the profit sharing, which is 4.8%, I have clearly mentioned as the first point in the description of each and every algo, no matter which algo you see. Like for example, any algo, right? Be it Shabd Kosh, you will see the first point clearly mentioned how my 4.8% profit sharing works. This 4.8% sharing is non-adjustable with the loss of other algos. So be careful. I mean, go through this point very carefully, right? I'm keeping everything upfront and transparent. So take your efforts to read the description page. For example, the entry timing, the kind of orders it takes, all kind of details are here. And you can also find the 4 months backtest data. Sorry, the 30 months backtest data, and also 4 months paper data, and other important information is there. And then it is also in a big bold, clear cut image. I've shown what are the rules that you should follow, and also along with this live shade code, right, to view the actual trades in other accounts, in my account as well. So I've given my in most of the cases I've given my own account, live auto trades here, so you can view and see how my trades are happening in my own, right, in my own broker. So regarding the profit sharing, just read this line very carefully, because I clearly stated that, let's say you are deploying 4 algos: algo 1, algo 2, algo 3, and algo 4. In algo 1 and algo 2, if you make profit, right, and in algo 3 and algo 4 you make loss, for example, the loss of algo 2 and algo 3 the loss of algo 3 and 4 will not be adjusted with algo 1 and algo 2. So make this point very clearly, and that's the reason why I decreased my profit sharing from 15% to just 4.8%, 15 and 7% from the 7% profit to just flat 4.8%, because there were multiple problems that I was facing. People were not sent back then, when this 15% 7% was adjustable profit sharing was there. People were not sending me adjustment requests, and very few people, like less than 2%, were sending me adjustment request, even after creating multiple videos and asking and sending requests. They think that the creator will do on their behalf. This doesn't work like that way. I don't have access to their I don't have access to their P&L reports, and I don't have access to their own account, right? So this kind of things won't work. And after a lot of headaches, I finally decided, right, let's go with the 4.8 sharing, non-adjustable profit sharing with other algos, correct? So in this case, I mean, even the less than 2% people who were actually sending the request for adjustment, even they were not doing on the time. They were doing as per their own comfort. So I used to ask people to do it on a particular date, because the thing is, usually whenever next day trading happens, that P&L again gets counted in that, and then it screws up the whole invoicing system, right? And to solve this whole because see, Tradetron invoicing system is very messed up, right? And that's to solves all problem of headaches. I simply reduce the profit sharing to 4.8%, which is non-adjustable with other algo. For example, let's say in algo 1 and algo 2 you make profit, you will be charged 4.8% in algo 1 and algo 2. And in, let's say, algo 3 and algo 4 you made loss, then this loss will be carried forward to the next month until you come in the profit. And once you come in profit, then you will be charged 4.8% on that. But let's say you don't come in profit and you actually delete that algo, archive it, then it's up to you. It's totally your responsibility, right? This will also make sure that you are consistent, that you're consistent in algo 3 and algo 4, which are, let's say, if they are making loss, right? So just keep a note, read this point very carefully, and read all other strategy related points very carefully, like at the entry timing, whether the algo works in directional, non-directional, or is it semi-directional, is it a hedged, or does it take only one counter, right? What kind of straddle is it? Does it deploy broken straddle, or does it deploy multiple straddles, right? So look at this point very carefully, and in each and every point I have clearly mentioned, please use free zero commission brokers like Finvasha, Flat Trade, Kotak or something. So basically which are like a zone zero commission brokers, so that you can at least save brokerages. So the point being is, your gross P&L should be very nearby to your net P&L, and hence the saving of brokerages is important. Okay, so now so you can simply even subscribe the algo from here as well. You can so let's say I subscribe this, I will go to my strategies page, okay, and here click on subscribed, right, to view all your subscribed algos which are subscribed for my, which you have just subscribed to my algos, right? शब्द को करते हैं, if you just subscribe, you can simply click on deploy and click on live auto. Okay. So now I'll teach you how to deploy any algo which you have subscribed in live auto, with which will actually take trades in the broker. We have already linked, as I shown in the previous video, that we have already linked the Finvasha broker to the Tradetron. Now we have to deploy that algo in that broker, right? Simply click on deploy, click on live auto, okay, and select the broker, which is Finvasha in this case, and simply click on deploy. Now your strategy is deployed and ready, and it will automatically start taking trades in your broker, right? Just make sure you generate token every day around 8:55, after 8:55 a.m. So here if I go deployed, you will see that I have deployed this strategy in live auto in Finvasha. Now pay attention very carefully. Click on three dots. These are all the options available, right, which will help you in the over the period of time. So example here, this is very important. You can click on error settings and check mark this. By default, always keep this check mark. If the strategy is an error, it will exit the strategy. Then click on confirm. Why I'm doing this is, let's say because of so and so, let's say because of margin shortfall or because of the broker issues. See, all brokers will always have every now and then some kind of issues, or Tradetron even the major issues happens with the Tradetron, right? Sometimes its front end is down, sometimes back end is down, right? So this kind of issues happen. You should be very expert in handling the errors, right? And that is why I always keep this thing always check marked. So let's say for whatsoever reason, if my strategy is in error, this setting will exit the strategy quickly, right? If the strategy was in, so then it will say exited here, and then later if everything is fine, you can simply reactivate the strategy. Important another thing which I want to cover here is since the markets are actually right now it's 26 February at 8:30 p.m. Since markets are not live, so I am not able to generate the errors here because the trades are not happening. But I will explain you how the things will work. So let's say For whatsoever reason you got an error here where it says error execution, the status will say error execution in red here, right, along with the trade shown here. What you will do, don't I mean, see, you will, there will be an option to manage error, right? There will be a big option to manage error. When you click on manage error, you will get three options. One is, so let me actually show you also. I think somewhere you can view this resources. Yeah. So, when you get this kind of, okay, let me show you actually. Yeah. So here instead of status, you will be shown three option. I mean, you will be shown one. The status will show error execution. Then will be an option CTA here to manage error. So when you click on manage error, right, you will see three options. Right. One is try again, basically the retry. One is cancel, and one is manually completed. Don't take any of these actions. Don't take. Clearly telling you, don't take any of these actions, because Tradetron auto retries from its own end, right? So don't take any actions. First, understand why the error happened, right? For you to understand why error happened, go to simply three dots and click on notifications log, and understand what was the cause of the error before simply clicking on retry, right? Or simply clicking cancel or complete manually. All three have different purpose, because the thing is, why you should not click retry, because Tradetron from its own end does the auto retry. So if you click on retry, you might actually end up taking two positions, double positions, and it will mess up the whole portfolio, the positions in your broker. In that case, if this has happened multiple times, and then you have to exit all the algos from here also and broker also, and things will get complicated. So don't simply click on manage and click on retry. First, understand why the error has happened. And don't panic, right? Don't panic, it's okay. First, understand why the error happened. If it's a margin shortfall error, for example, add the margin, right? And then click on retry, right? One thing, make sure before clicking retry or cancel manually, or complete manually or cancel, right? Make sure that position is actually not taken in the broker. So always cross check your positions in the broker also, right? Error handling is a very tricky task. Don't simply just click on manage error and click retry, हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होता है, right? You have to make sure that even though it's showing error, is the position taken in the broker or not? That's very important here, correct? So yeah, so take care of these things. Another thing I want to cover is what I used to. So this was about handling error, right? So in error handling, when we say retry, it simply retries. Second thing is cancel. So basically, if you want to cancel the order, you can cancel it. And then the third thing is complete it manually. So in which case the Tradetron assumes that you've already completed manually in the broker. These are error handling things, and these are the optional which I already showed you. Now the next thing I want to cover is in the error scenario itself, right? For example, so for whatever reason you are not able to, things are going out of your hands and you are not able to handle the things, or let's say the whole Tradetron itself is down, right? The whole Tradetron itself, and you can't access this front end or back end is down. So in those kind of scenarios or trust, there is always one a final fail safe that what you can do is block your margin using liquid bees. So I will show you how to do that. So one second, let me. Yeah. So what do you do? Go to liquid bees, add this liquid bees here. Add the NSE symbol liquid bees here. Okay, add this, and let's say if you have a margin of let's say if you have a margin of 13 lakhs, for example, whatever the current margin is, right? For example, here the available margin is 11.37 lakhs. Simply, how to block? See, the thing is, one you should know that the link between Tradetron and Shunya is not broken. They are both connected. So even if the Tradetron is down, it will keep sending orders. To stop Tradetron from sending you orders, Okay, if we are not able to manage errors from here, right, because the whole thing is self down, right, or let's say if something is happening bad here, simply go here, add this liquid bees. So let me show you how to add. Simply go here, go to a broker, add liquid bees, right, add this liquid bees. So this is the liquid bees, right? What you do, place a buy order which is equivalent to your margin, which is here, it's in the margin is 11.37 lakhs. So simply what you do, place a limit order, not the market order of because see, the liquid is always maintain a constant value of 1000 rupees. So simply keep a limit order of 995.0, because this will never get executed. The purpose of this step is not to execute the order. Just remember this, it's to block the margin. And that's why I'm keeping 995 rupees order, because liquid bids are always constant. It is always 1000 rupees, right? So keep order there, and the lot quantity should be equivalent to your margin. So let's say if I keep 1000 and then refresh it. Okay, so I have to keep it around. Right, so you have to see that your available margin is blocked. For example, in this case, okay, 400. Let me try with 500. Okay, so it should be less than 450. Okay, so place this limit order so that this margin should be able to reduce, right? So click on buy limit. Either you can take MIS or CNC. That depends what you want to take. Because MIS will give you leverage. So anyway, we don't want leverage, we can go for CNC. But let's say in the case you have already pledged the liquid bees, right? And that margin you're getting is because of the pledging of the liquid bees. Then you have to use MIS. Then that CNC won't work. So be careful. Then click on buy order, and simply it will place a buy order, and it will block this whole margin. And because this margin is blocked, Tradetron won't be able to execute the orders from here. Correct? So yeah, so that's all in this video. So in this video I covered how to block margin in the case of, in the event of an error, or in the event the whole Tradetron is down, right? So watch this video very carefully, especially the blocking of the margin part, right? And yeah, and also I showed you how to deploy a strategy in live auto, and what are the other steps you can take from here. The other parts, which are how to view a live shared code or how to pledge in liquid base, I will cover in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.